to go. We remind you that on map 1 we'll begin with the first round for men under 55 kilo. On map 2, first round for men under 60 kilograms. And on map 3, first round for women under 44 kilos.
Well, a very good morning and welcome to Ljubljana in Slovenia for the Junior World Championships. It's the opening day of competition. Good morning to everybody out there and a special good morning and a very warm welcome to my co-commentator for these championships, and welcome back to Annette Boehm.
Thank you, Sean. Good morning to everybody.
It's great to have you alongside me. I'm absolutely delighted that we're going to be working together again, and we've got so much to look forward to. Let's start by looking at the two women's weight categories that we're going to bring you today, the under 44 and the under 48 kilo category. We'll start with the under 44 category, but to be honest with you, I don't really know a great deal about them because this is the lightest weight category for women.
Right.
So we're just going to go through the top 4 seeds. Do you want to have a quick read of who's the number 1 seed there? Who have we got up there in the number 1 spot?
Yeah, this is a woman from Tunisia. It's Olfa Saoudi, number 1 seed in this tournament. And by the way, it's the smallest number of entries. 19 judokas are in that category under 44 kilos.
So we've got the top 4 seeds. Who's the second seed in there?
Is Borislava Damjanova of Bulgaria.
And
number
then
2 seed.
Down in her half will be the number 4. So we'll go back up to the top half of the draw. The Kazakh fighter is seeded number 4. Yeah, you did a number 3 in a minute.
It's Yenglik Sativaldi of Kazakhstan.
And then let's go down and look at the number 3.
And number 3 we're going to have of Brazil, Tavani Silva.
All right, so we'll just call out the top 4 seeds in that weight. And I'll be honest with you that we don't know a great deal about them. The under 48 kilo category, however, is a little bit different. And I think that's going to be the category of the day.
Yes.
Doesn't matter about men or women, this will be the really good one. The top seed in there is Gabriela Chibana of Brazil. She's already fighting at senior level and looks really, really good. I think it's going to be difficult to trouble her, although the number 2 seed is her teammate.
Oh, the Brazilian, Natalia Brigida.
I think she's won a junior world title before. We're going to have to look that up. And then the number 3 seed is Hela Ayaria of Tunisia.
Yes.
The number 4 seed is the real danger for everyone, I think, here, Irina Dolgova of Russia. So we've got some real quality in there. And then we run through quickly the men in the under 55 kilo category.
Number 1 seed of Japan, it is Nakayama Ryushu
of Japan. Number 2, David Mamadov of Azerbaijan.
Number 3 seed, the Brazilian, Vitor Torrento.
And then the number 4 seed, Vincent Manquest of France. We'll do the 60s quickly as well.
Yeah, number 1 seed here, Taipei. From Taipei, it is Tsai Minyen.
The number 2 seed is Ahmet Shahin Kaba of Turkey.
Number 3 seed from Uzbekistan, it's Diobek Urusboyev.
And the number 4 seed is Mohammed Abdul Magoud of Egypt. And here's a look at some of the fighters you're going to see today.
Dear friends, just 1 minute to go. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the National Judo Federation, on behalf of the Slovenian Judo Federation and all sponsors, welcome to the first day of the World Junior Judo Championships Ljubljana 2000.
about to get underway, and we're going to start with the contest on mat number 1. Jasmin Kacik of Serbia faces Alejandro Mendez of the United States of America. It's the under 55 kilo category, the opening contest here. Remember, we've got 3 weights that we're bringing you: mat number 1, mat number 2, and mat number 3. We're down on mat number 1. We're underway with the first of the contests. Mendez, I shared a flight with him on the way over. He was sitting about 5 or 6 seats behind me. He and his, I think it's his dad that's coaching him. He picks up a penalty for avoiding to take a grip. Just a little bit of work with the Ashiwaza from Menendez. Never really troubled Kacik, but it's better than picking up a passivity penalty. Both fighters have settled now. Left-sided Seonagi attempted by Menendez. And now a chance for the turnover. Got his leg trapped. However. Not going to be able to do a great deal from there. Talking about Natalia Brigida, the Brazilian, in the under 48 kilo category, in that intro that I did with Annette Berm. I'm just going to check and see. Good morning to everyone, wherever it is that you may be joining the broadcast from. Delighted to have your company. Hope you're enjoying the action so far. It's the opening contest here. Particularly warm welcome to everyone up in St. Petersburg in Russia, up there for the combat games. Hope that's going well up there. Both fighters beginning to really open up now. I was mentioning Natalia Brigida. She picked up a bronze medal at the Junior World Championships. I know I'd seen her around somewhere, and it was the Junior World Championships in Agadir. So this is her 3rd shot at the Junior World Championships. Bronze medal in Agadir, and then a 7th place in Cape Town. Jumping the gun a little bit with the under 48 kilo category. That hasn't started yet. That's going to take place down on mat number 3 if you're interested in watching that. Menendez has picked up a 2nd penalty. That's a shame because he's putting in a lot of effort here. Can't come up with a score, however. The 2 penalties are really hurting him. Really chasing the contest here, the American. Serb will probably pick up a penalty, but it's not going to be enough. Menendez really needed to put a score on the board. It's unfortunate for Menendez. He worked really hard. A couple of errors. And that's the difference between going into the next round and finishing off early. Unfortunate for him. He really did put up a good effort there. I didn't see what the second penalty was on the board for. I'm not quite sure how old Menendez is, but that was a credible effort here from Alejandro Menendez, and unfortunate that he had to go out on the back of those two Shidos. Coming up next, Guy Smolansky of Israel faces Pavel Poltorak of Russia. It's Smolansky in the white judogi and Poltorak in blue. We're underway with the second contest in the under 60 kilo category. Left-sided Ojigari attempt from Poltorak. And again, oh, that was huge. It's not going to get well, I think maybe when you look at that, he won't have landed flat on his back. He flew, but it was a huge left haragoshi. And I'm not entirely sure that he landed flat on his back. It won't take him long with that kind of throwing skill to bring off another technique like that, I think, Poltorak, but yep, okay. We don't have a replay. They do in the arena. I'm looking up at the big screen now. Coming onto the mat now, Basuren Batbaya of Mongolia faces Leri Chelidze of Georgia. Let's have a look at Chelidze, the Georgian in the blue judogi. He was really nervous last night. We had a little chat with him. He'll feel a little better today because he'll have had something to eat after the weigh-in. He'll have slept, got himself settled, been able to hydrate himself properly and get a few drinks into his system. But my feeling is that he's way too light for his body type, and the sooner that he moves up to 60 kilos, the better it will be for him. I just feel that he's cutting a little bit too much weight, Chelidze. Basuren I haven't seen before. Should make for an interesting matchup. Two nice styles here. Mongolia and Georgia. right and left. Mongolian looking to go right-sided. Chalidze predominantly left. Just changing it now, giving Basuren a different look. And then tries right-sided Tomoenagi. And picks up Wazari as well, strong on the arm. He could have gone for the Udigatami there. Missed it. Looked for the Osai Waza instead. I've tried the Udigatami. It's an unusual arm lock for some people, but it was a nice position that he was in. Could have given that a go. Nevertheless, the Georgian leads by Wazari. Right arm around the back from the Mongolian, but the Georgian counters by putting his left arm there and making things a little bit tricky. Chalidze picks up a penalty for avoiding to take a grip. And almost gets caught with a Kouchigari from Basuren, who now attempts a turnover. But Chalidze is up to defending it with 1 minute and 23 seconds left on the clock. Wazari still the lead for the Georgian. He could do with getting off the mat. A little bit wary when he looked to stand up. A little over 1 minute left to go. Mongolian's moving nicely, but he's going to have to come up with a score. Again, the Sutemi Waza, and this time the Mongolian is on the arm. It's out. Whoa, and that was a slip there from Basuren. He had Chalidze's arm out and straight, and he still managed to get out of it. Chalidze. "35 seconds left to go." We may go down to mat number 1 in a minute if we've got a chance. Sunigaishi attempted from Chalidze with an unusual grip. Didn't come up with a score. 20 odd seconds left to go now. Neat technique, but it only put Basuren onto his front. Chalidze coming up with a modified version of Kataguruma. It's good work, it's a good work rate. And there's 7 seconds left. He would probably have liked to have been off the mat 2 minutes ago. He's really breathing heavily. Here comes Basuren. He's worked hard as Chalidze, but I think he'll work better at a weight up. Right, let's see if we can go down to mat number 3 now, because on mat number 3 we've got a contest in the under 48 kilo category. I think it's the first of the contest in the under 48 kilo category. It is. It's Joana Diogo of Portugal, and she faces Summer Truong of the United States of America. Let's have a look and see how they're getting on down there on mat number 3. Diogo in the white judogi, Truong in blue. Truong picks up a penalty for a false attack.
Next fight on mat 1, second round for men under 55 kilo. In white for
just moves around and avoids that Seoinage attempt from Diogo. The winner of this contest will face Gabriela Chibana of Brazil in the next round. So that's a tough ask. The winner to take on the #1 seed. No score yet, just the single Shido against Truong at the moment. Again, slipping off the right side of that Seoinage attempt from Diogo. Truong picks up a passivity penalty to add to the penalty for the false attack that she had earlier on. So 2 penalties against Truong now. Misses there with that left-sided Seoinage attempt. We're into the last minute. Getting a bit desperate now for the American. That was a better effort. Look to go right-sided. Won't want to get involved in any Nevaza now. Just not long enough. 36 seconds to go. That was a really good effort there, right-sided. Needs another one. And how many times have we said, not that? Not the Setemiwaza in the last few seconds. I can't remember any time when I've seen a fighter who's really desperate and it's the last few seconds of the contest and they come up with a successful Setemiwaza. You haven't got the speed any longer because you're running on empty. You haven't got the power because you're running on empty. It's just too desperate and you haven't thought it through. It's just something that comes there and it never works. And it burns up one of your last few chances. Well, unfortunately for Summer Truong, today is not going to be the day. She loses her opening contest to Joana Diogo of Portugal, and it'll be the Portuguese Diogo who fights Gabriela Chibana in the second round. Okay, let's have a look around the mats and see what's happening. We're going to go back up to mat #1 now, because up on mat #1, the #1 seed in the under 55 kilo category is on up there. Nagayama Ryuju of Japan faces Dmitry Pilipenko of the Ukraine. If you want to watch mat #3, stay down here. You'll see the match between Gomez and Varbanova. But we're up on mat #1, watching Nagayama Ryuju of Japan. And Luis Torres, our stadium announcer, just reminds everyone that Nagayama is the cadet world champion, which is a nice thing to know. The cadet world champion from Japan, Nagayama Riju, facing Dmitry Pilyapenko of the Ukraine. Oh, poor old Pilyapenko has already picked up 3 penalties, so it looks as though his day is done and dusted.
10 seconds.
Yeah, we haven't started filling out our sheets yet. We've got these large sheets in front of us that can help us pick out where the fighters are going and how they're progressing. But we haven't started filling them out. I've got some fancy colours that I'm going to bring into action to help me chart their progress in the contest. Well, Nagayama wins his opening contest. That's in the under 55 kilo category. We're already into the second round because Nagayama had a bye in the first and there were just a couple of contests there. Nagayama's off. There's a winner. And we're going to see Jasmin Kacic of Serbia. He faces Lorenz Wildner of Austria. Unless, of course, you've seen something else that takes your fancy.
No, it's a good choice.
We haven't seen the under 60s yet, and that's on mat number 2, Adrian Valler and An Baul, or An Baul of Korea. That might be an interesting one. There's 3 minutes and 20 odd seconds left there. That's only just started. Well, why not? We'll stay with Kacic.
Yeah.
Kacic and Wildner. It's Kacic in the white judogi, Wildner of Austria in blue. We'll see if we can have a word with the young American boy, Menendez, who lost out. He put in a good performance against Kacic, by the way. Alejandro Menendez lost out to Kacic just on the 2 Shidos. Might be nice just to go and pat him on the back and say, that was a good effort. Might do that and leave you to take control of things.
Yeah. So Kacic already had a fight.
So you did. Here's Annette Böhm.
And for the Austrian, Lorenz Wildner, it's the first fight. And for me, it's a little bit unusual to see a brown belt and judogi, but of course, there are still juniors. Oh, that was a good attack. Consequent. And he gets Vatsari for that. The Austrian takes the lead. And you can see it's not a question of the belt, which color you have on your judogi. Oh, the cross grip. But he attacked. Jasmin Kacic attacked him though. No problem with that grip. And he got a Shido. Another attack. Half the contest is gone. Almost. Oh, that is a nice Nevasa work. Can he fix his legs and fix his opponent? Oh, he switched from Shushigatame to Oseikomi. Must get his leg out. He stopped. Another chance for Jasmin Kacic to close this gap. Less than 2 minutes. Failed. failed attack, and immediately the Nevasa work from the Austrian. And this is very, very clever. Of course, he is good in Nevasa, but he uses this time. Clock runs down, and as long as you're moving and you see a process in Nevasa. Oh, a lovely entry! Couldn't finish, but he was completely under his opponent. Just in the end, some kind of rotation was missing. Two attacks from the Serbian. And we got a minute. That was a little bit weak. Tomonage. And also again here the attempt for Chuchikatame, and he fixes him. But he must come out. It's better to get the legs closed for the Serbian.
Tatami 2, winner in blue for Korea, Bao.
Not a positive judo, and of course, because it was a little bent too much over, there's another judo. Of course, the Serbian must risk now and try everything, because he lays back with this Vatsari, and yeah, sometimes we see some surprises, and in the last seconds it changed completely. We got 2 seconds left now. That's not enough, only to go in with the hip, but it's a really defensive judo now from the Austrian. I think there will be another judo, but yeah, time is over. So the Austrian takes it and won his first fight in the second round against Jasmin Kacic of Serbia. And Sheldon spoke about the girl under 48 kilogram, the Russian, Irina Dolgova. She is fighting, let's have a look. She just won on mat number 3 by Ippon against the Canadian. So if you want to have a watch, want to have a look at the women under 48 kilos, you can choose mat number 3. Mat number 2, there are men under 60 kilos. And lovely. There again, the slow-mo. Swiss against Cyprus. And we stay here on mat number 1 with the man under 55 kilos. And in the white judogi from Cyprus, it's Christoph Trikomitis. And he is fighting against the Bulgarian, Valentin Alipiev. And I'm really interested in the Bulgarian team, because this morning I thought about the Bulgarians in men and women, and there's not a big team when you compare it to the past. In the past there was always a strong team, men, especially in men, but maybe there are coming some new fighters for the future. That would be nice. Still a calm atmosphere here in the Judo Hall in Ljubljana. And I heard that this judo competition is the first competition in this hall. This hall doesn't exist that much. I think 3 or 5 years, and it's the first judo competition. Yeah, and I hope that this hall, you can see the seats behind. I hope that they will be full by the day. Oh, nice Tomenage attempt from the Bulgarian. Not the best grip from Cyprus. No body, no contact with the upper body. So it will be difficult. Oh, what a nice entry again. He moved completely around himself, the Bulgarian, and gets a score for that. Vatsari. And quickly, how quickly. Nevasa. Nothing happened. How quick was that from the Bulgarian? That was nice. For that you need a good feeling for your own body to turn around yourself 360 degree and then move in. Two bad entries. Must come a little bit more under your opponent. Oh. Change direction from forward to backward. And Valentin Alipiev still leading by Vatsari. If he's clever, he uses his time now in Nevasa. Try to turn him over a little bit, get this leg out. Biyase Komi, but really don't fix him at all. And the leg is still, or again, between. Yeah. That's it. Ipon. The Bulgarian won his first. I think, let's have a look. Yes, his first fight. He had a bye in the first round. The same as Christoph Trikomitis, who lost and is out of competition. Bulgarian is into the next round. So, we're gonna next have the Italian against the Hungarian. Italian Angelo Pantano against Akos. Let's have a look. Bata of Hungary. And immediately first attack from the Hungarian. Tomenage attempt. Chikari. Not the best grip. Got two sleeves. Oh, nice! And a good defense from the Hungarian. how powerful that attack was from the Italian. He didn't stop when he was under the Hungarian. He moved on. And Hungarian was clever enough to defend it. Mate.
The young Italian that we were chatting with last night, Pantano. No score yet. Both fighters have picked up a penalty apiece, and there's 2:23 left to go. Annette, how's the contest looking? How's it shaping up?
Yes, the Italian just had a really powerful attack. Some kind of drop. Zionagi was completely under the Hungarian, but it was a good defense from the Hungarian. He landed on his stomach, front side. It wasn't the score, but it was just a good beginning. It's still equal. Both got a Judo.
Got a terrific match.
And look at the size. Yes.
Sorry, terrific match coming up in the under 48 kilo category in the second round. Irina Dolgova of Russia faces Wu Xiaofeng of China. That'll be a great match.
Yes.
One of them's going out
yes.
because it's the second round. You've got to make it to the quarter-final to have a chance of staying in if you lose. So one of them, out of Dolgova and Wu, is going to go out.
The Russian won her first fight against the Canadian by Ippon. I couldn't see it.
I
just
didn't
saw
see. Yeah.
Short process.
That was Erin Morgan. Still no score between Pantano and Bata Akos of Hungary.
Right now we got the second round for men under 55 kilo of mat 1. The first round for men under 60 kilo of mat 2. And the first round for women under 48 kilograms of mat 3.
I found out that the under 48 kilo category fighter for Romania, Denisa Ungareanu, is not related to Monica Ungareanu in the under 48 kilo category. They just happen to have the same name, same country, same weight category. Inside the last minute here. 40-odd seconds left to go, and still no score. Bata Akos has picked up a second penalty now. Baikuleva of Kazakhstan has won her contest. Down on mat number 3 against Ungareanu of Romania, and it's Hayley Willis of Great Britain who will be up next. She faces Cristina Budescu of Moldavia. Down there on mat number 3 in the under 48 kilo category, if you want to watch that one. Under 48 kilo category taking place on mat number 3, and on mat number 2 Lucas Rowe of Great Britain faces Narek Kapatenian of Armenia in the under 60 kilo category. Rowe and Karapetian. No score in that contest, but the 2 penalties picked up by Bata Akos is going to see him out of the competition.
Winner in white, representing Italy, and right now we have a chance to see in action the bronze medalist at the past Junior World Championships in Cape Town, South Africa. In white for Great Britain, Hayley Willis. Second round for men under 55 kilo, mat 1. In white for France, Vansa Manquet. In blue for Mongolia, Gambata Padula.
On mat number 1 now in the under 55 kilo category, Vincent Manquest of France faces Ganbata Batulga of Mongolia. It's Manquest in the white judogi and Ganbata in blue. First part of the contest almost out of the way. No score yet. Another nice matchup in prospect here. Manquest and Ganbata. Mongolia and France. They always produce top quality fighters, so we should get something from this pair.
And these are both two really strong judo nations.
Yeah.
And that's why it's really interesting what comes next. So they have their idols and superstars at home, and I think this is a big influence when you do the same sport and you say, I want to also go to the Olympics like others of my country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got a couple of good fights coming up on mat number 1. Garrick Haratunian of Armenia.
Yeah.
And then after that, Shin Jae-young of Korea. He looks like a handful. Sorry. The 60 kilo, the under 60 kilo category, that's on mat number 2. If you want to take a look at that, then down on mat number 3, we're sharing mat number 3 between the under 48 and the under 44 kilo categories.
Under 60, there's a Polish guy, Raf Cicek. I just thought about Wojnarowicz, also a Polish guy. So you see the similarity
that names
from each country, yeah?
Well, when I saw that name, I thought of, is it Wittersack, the German boy?
Wittersack, yes.
Wittersack.
The under 81, yes. French is still leading by Yuko. One and a half minutes. Oh,
Nice effort. Should have been straight on the arm there. He was a little bit slow on it, but he still managed to get in.
And just in the end, he couldn't manage it to get him on the back. Yeah.
Just that split second there when he didn't get hold of the arm was enough for Manquest to get a little bit of space in between him and Ganbatar and avoid getting the arm locked.
Some desperate attacks from the French.
Leads by Yuko. Ganbatar picks up a passivity penalty. Just before, no, it's 11:15. We've been going for 45 minutes only. Seems like longer. But I have been down to the warm-up area already and had a chat with a couple of the athletes who've already been on. I spoke to the two Americans who were on and lost.
Yeah.
Menendez in the under 55 kilo category, Alejandro Menendez, and to Summer Truong. Summer will come and see us at some stage. That was good. He kept going, didn't he? All the time. He never stopped. It was slow motion, but it was a good technique, and he picks up Wazari. Tomo Inagi from Manquest for Wazari. 2 scores on the board. Yuko and Wazari now. The Frenchman leads.
So how was the atmosphere in the warm-up area?
Good.
First day?
Good. Everybody's busy getting prepared, and for those who've lost out in the first round anyway, they've taken their losses reasonably well. I haven't seen anyone in floods of tears or anything, which is quite often the case at the younger competitions, the juniors and cadets. But they were okay, not least of all because one of them was 16 and the other 17, so they'll be back. They're quite young. We will at some stage, as I said, get to speak to Summer Truong because her brother's on. The brother's coming up shortly. I'm not sure if he's 55 or 60. Have you seen his name on there? I'm trying to look. Maybe he's been on already. 60 kilos. The 60 kilos that are on at the moment are Rijmakers of the Netherlands and Santos of Brazil on mat number 2. So we're going to see where no, he's a long way from coming on.
The silver medalist of the European Junior Championship this year,
So a win for.
Next round of mat 1, the second round.
Right, yeah, I called him Manquest, but I think the stadium announcer is right. His name is probably Manquet, the pronunciation. Let's give him his French pronunciation, and we'll thank Luis Torres for bringing that to our attention. Manquet rather than Manquest. Could be Monkey. We're going to ask him, yeah? Vincent Monkey. I'll ask him. Here's Annette Berm.
Union, the Armenian in white, the Albanian Kolai in blue. First Shido, or the second Shido, in the first minute for the Armenian. Sorry, for the Albanian. Judo player in blue. And again, he must be careful. The next Judo means the end. Doesn't make any mistakes with the grip. And he says to the coach, be a little bit, just a little quiet. I'm waiting for a big attack. Until now, that's just a fight for the grip. And the Albanian made some mistakes. Now we got 3 Judos.
And look at the space of time.
Yeah.
Actually, we just spoke to the French boy. We were talking about his name. And it is Monkest. Oh well, you can't win them all. I tried to be clever and give it a French pronunciation, and didn't work out that way. Garrick Haratunian in the white judogi is untested in this contest. Let's have a word with Kulhaj, Indrit Kulhaj of Albania. Here's Annette Birmingham.
So, next fight. The Korean against the Romanian. White Korean is Shin Jae-jong, and in blue the Romanian Alex Ferrario. Whoop. So it's the second round, but for both of them it's the first fight. Both had a bye in Pool B. Oh, yeah. Continue. Was a good start. And the Romanian tried the Shimawasa. Good attempt by the Korean. There again. Oh, Watsari. Quick movement from the Korean. So Shin is leading by Watsari. Oh, was a good attempt from Romanian. So it's almost equal again. The Romanian got a Judo, but both closes the gap very quick. The Romanian. Both got Watsari. 2:30 to go. And the Romanian now tries to turn him over in Nevasa. Maybe another attempt for Shimawasa. No, can't see that. Yeah. He's going for the Shimawasa. Oh, isn't a comfortable position for the Korean. But a good effort. And that, for sure, costs a lot of power. Both of them. The attack from the Romanian and also the defense from the Korean. A lot of action in this fight. Again, kind of dropped Seonagi from the Korean. He's still leading because of this Judo from the Romanian. But I think still
nicely balanced.
Open.
Yeah. Nicely balanced contest. And there's a nicely balanced contest down on mat number 3 as well. Anna Dimitrieva, the silver medalist from the Youth Olympics in Singapore a few years back. She's on the tatami against Whitney Loans of Canada, if you want to go and see that. There's no scorers yet in that contest. And there's a minute 50 left to go. Shin Jae-young was one of the fighters that we... Oh, that was lovely! We were so close to getting the Wazari Awazeti Ippon. Picks up a second score there. He really had Ferayu suckered on that one. Koji Gaki with the Ippon Seonagi top. We'll label that, I suppose, as it wasn't quite Koichi Makikomi. It doesn't have that to it. Just leave that as Koji Gaki, despite the fact that there were other things going on as well. I'm just going to leave that as Koichi Gaki. Time running out for the Romanian. Ferraru, no time left. And he just walked onto that one as well. There was nothing he could do about that. Shin Jae-young, who said last night, I'm going to win this competition. He told us that last night. He said, I'm going to win this competition. What a boy. Throws Ferraru for Ippon. Well, there'll be a few in here who will have something to say about that. But Shin's into the next round.
Next fight, the man won second round for about the 55 kilo. In white for Kazakhstan,
and down on mat number 1, Anna Dimitrieva of Russia has just defeated Whitney Loans of Canada. Let's go down to mat number 1 now. Sorry, mat number 3, I beg your pardon, mat number 3. If you want to watch the rest of the contest between Musermanov of Kazakhstan and Zadigov of Azerbaijan, stay up there. But we're going to see the contest between Ashlyn White of the United States of America and Jo Ara of Korea. It's White in white and Jo in blue. In the background you can see the post-match chat between Whitney Loans and Canadian coach Sasha Mehmedovic. This is the second of the fighters from the United States of America. We've already seen Summer Truong. She lost her contest. She lost her opening contest, but we've got another chance here. .240 odd left to go. No score yet. Bit of foot tapping from both fighters, but nothing coming from it. There's a Makikomi, good effort from White there. A little bit laboured, but still managed to get a good attack in. And then Jo just pulls her opponent around without really producing anything. Needs to stay nice and upright. Can't afford to get pulled around and have the head pulled down. That's what happened there. The referee just indicating that as well. It was a poor defensive position from Aislinn White, and she picked up a penalty for it. Got to be brave if you're going to go across there. That Osoto was on. Could have tried a little bit more drive. Now Jo comes up with an attempted Soanagi, but Aislinn White is up to defending it. Needs to be careful here in Nevaza. A little bit more control of the bottom half of the body would have had that on. Would be better off standing up here if she can. And now Akiko, Amano Akiko calls Mate, stands the pair up, and Aislinn White picks up a second penalty, this time for passivity. And now that she does put in an attack, it's a false one, which picks up a third penalty. That's White from the United States of America. 40 odd seconds left to go. Let's hope that she doesn't throw in the Sutemiwaza. Kouchi misses. Needs to get the head down to avoid that Shimiwaza. Half a minute left to go. Oh, got caught. A little bit flat in going back. And let's hope that she's not seriously injured there. Didn't look as though she got stretched, but she's up on her feet, or she will be shortly. Well, unfortunate for Aislinn White getting caught on a couple of occasions there. It was in the contest. A couple of things that need tidying up, but on the whole, another American who put in a reasonable effort, but unfortunately came up on the losing side. Right, let's see if we can go up to mat number 1, if we can, because Amandine Bouchard and Noah Minska of Israel are taking their first matches down on mat number 3 in the under 48 kilo category, but we're going to go and have a look at Davud Mamadov of Azerbaijan and Pavel Poltorak of Russia. Well, Poltorak looked so good in his opening contest that I thought we'd better come here and have a look at him here. He goes down for a Yuko there. Just got spun around by Mamadov. Mammadov leading by that single yuko. .218 left to go. Manfred Hausberger is the referee in the middle. And it's Mammadov who leads by that single score. Half the contest gone now. Poltorak not looking quite as devastating as he did in his opening contest. Absolutely clattered Smolansky to the tatami with that huge harai goshi. But Mammadov has slowed him down, and he trails here by yuko with 1.5 minutes left to go. Manfred Hausberger calls mate and gives both fighters penalties.
Absolutely, yeah.
The only problem is that
was horrible. Both had one hand on the grip defending, couldn't attack with that grip. It wasn't really a grip, and
nothing happening.
The only logical consequence is to give both a Shido for that, because this is not the active Judo we want to see.
Exactly. And Poltorak actually he fell into that trap, because he's the one who now trails by 2 Shidos. Oh no, he's the one who's got the score against him. So no big deal, but there's still 1 minute left to go. Let's see how the Russian responds. Again, both fighters with one hand on, and they're both going to get penalized. And this time it's the Azeri Mammadov who is penalized. He still leads by yuko, however. Oh, that was good. Fooled Poltorak into that. He lulled him into that Tomoe or Sumigaishi, and threw the Russian for Ippon. Oh dear. So Poltorak, having defeated Smolansky, now loses out to Mammadov, who goes into the 3rd round. There are 3 rounds: quarter-final, semi-final, final. And Davud Mammadov of Azerbaijan goes into the 3rd round. I'll have to start filling these sheets out soon so we can follow the contests properly. Amandine Bouchard of France has won her contest down on mat number 3 in the under 48 kilo category against Noah Minska of Israel. Right, let's go to mat number 2, please, because the contest on mat number 2 is Manuel Scheibel of Germany, and he faces Sakhavat Gadjiev of Russia. Gadjiev leads by, oh no, thought he'd led by yuko, but he doesn't. No score yet.
Please welcome to Judo
Well, the reason that we've come down to mat number 2 to watch Gadzhiev is that Gadzhiev is not only the cadet world champion from 2009, he's also the junior world champion from 2011, so
it's a tough beginning for
he's
the,
quite
for
a
the German,
handful.
no?
Very.
So Manuel Scheibel, that's the only German for today.
If you look,
starting the competition.
if you look at the record of this young man, Sakhavat Gadzhiev, it's incredible, really.
Yeah.
A nice counter as well. That'll be Wazari.
And Manuel Scheibel, he's 19 years old. He's coming from Abensberg. And he likes Tayotoshi. He's good in Nevasa.
He's going to need some now, because Gadzhiev leads by Wazari with a little over a minute left to go. He's a nice counter.
Yes.
Scheibel just got caught there. But look, if you're watching at home and thinking, well, Scheibel hasn't done very well, is that Scheibel is facing the most experienced junior in this competition, and he's not finished yet, Gadzhiev. But he started as a cadet, and with an absolute bang, he won the Cadet World Championships in 2009 with 10, 11, 12, 13. We're 4 years away from that, and he already had a World Championship title 4 years ago. So he's had all of that time to grow into this one, and in the meantime, he's won the Junior World Championships already. So Scheibel is facing the most successful fighter in the competition. Even the Japanese have only got Cadet World Championships. They haven't won Cadet and World, but at this competition. But Gadzhiev really is a handful.
And you see, Manuel Scheibel is still fighting, trying everything. Keep him busy, attacks him. Tashiwata and Nevasa. The last 10 seconds.
Big cheer for Leszki as she takes to the mat. Andrea Leszki of Slovenia faces Nicole Kaiser of Austria.
That's it. The last attacks, failed attacks, really clever from the Russian, and I really feel sorry for the German.
He came up against
hard fight.
He came up against the top man, didn't he?
Yeah, he's really a hard-working man, the German.
But the problem, see, Gadzhiev wasn't seeded here.
Yes.
Because he'd won his titles at under 55 kilos. So he wasn't seeded.
Low.
He was junior world champion at under 55 kilos. He's moved up now. Well, if Gadzhiev wasn't number 1, we know who is. Tsai Ming-yen of Chinese Taipei takes to the mat, and he faces Francisco Garrigos of Spain. It's Tsai Ming-yen in the white judogi and Garrigos in blue. Tomoinagi attempt there from Garrigos, but they were well off the mat there. Things beginning to warm up a little bit now.
Yes.
We've been in for an hour and 15 minutes. Well, we can see why Tsai is the #1 seed here.
Oh.
He's all over Garrigos.
Yeah.
He just needed a little bit of time to settle in, and then he started moving with some real beauty. Really nice to watch him. A little bit speculative with that Kataguruma attempt. But you know, when you're a fighter like that, you've got 4, 5, 6 different things, and try this one, try that one, and you're going to try number 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or whatever it is, and you're going to catch him. Nice grip work from Tsai there. And here's another.
Look good at the beginning, huh?
Yeah, good entry.
Yeah. Lost a little bit the contact.
As I say, you know, he's that kind of fighter where he can come from any direction, 4 or 5 different looks, and he's the one that's doing all the attacking.
Yeah.
And yet it's Garrigos who is the last to get to his feet, because he can feel that pressure just soaking up his energy. That was a poor effort from Garrigos there.
And if you hear the people in the hall, it's because of mat #3 under 48 kilos. There's a Slovenian girl, Andrea Leski, fighting.
She's leading by Yuko as well.
And there are many kids now in the hall.
Yeah.
Screaming her name.
There was nothing there,
yes,
but a little bit of pressure on. 55 seconds, has a quick look at the clock, this save. A huge cheer for Leski of Slovenia, who's won her opening contest. 20 odd seconds left to go. Simon Young and Francisco Garrigos still doing battle. Good effort there from Garrigos, the Spaniard. Nice attack. And another effort from Tsai with 10 seconds left to go. Single Shido is all that separates them at the moment. That was a good scrap, as we call it, between Simon Yang of Chinese Taipei and Francisco Garrigos of Spain, and it was the man from Chinese Taipei who came out the winner there. Just on the back of that single penalty picked up by Garrigos. We're going to stay here on mat number 2 and continue watching the under 60 kilo category. Coming onto the mat now. Merlan by Makhanbetov of Kazakhstan faces Igor Disyan of Russia. By Makhanbetov of Kazakhstan in the white judogi, and I think it's Misan of Russia in blue. I think that's how he pronounces it. If he wins, I'm going to have a word with him. If not, well, we won't be calling his name again today, so it's not going to matter, is it? That one's not going anywhere. The referee calls Mate.
Whoa!
He's going to go over for at least the, well, I was going to say at least the Yuko.
Yeah.
But the referee's put Wazari on the board.
He really tried to hold him. Oh, this is dangerous.
Yeah, Osai Komi. I'd call Osai Komi.
Yes, yes.
Osai Komi.
Yes.
And then turn out. Okay, but you have to call it first.
Maybe a little bit earlier.
Yeah,
yes,
I would
yes,
have called it. Yeah. He was on his back and he couldn't move.
Could have been a score for him, huh? If he called it a little bit earlier.
Yeah. Could have, well, could have been.
The Russian can be...
Yeah, grateful.
Yeah.
He was lucky.
Yeah, lucky, yes.
Leads by Wazari. Oh! That will be
again.
Yuko at best, but it should be a Yuko. Yeah.
But it's also a nice defense from the Kazakh, because
Yeah, to
he used this lot of this movement
yes
to get on his
to
on his
turn
stomach
out
again.
to
Yeah,
turn
to
out.
Mhm.
2 scores on the board.
Yeah.
Wazari and Yuko for Igor. I think it's Misyan. I don't think you say the G and D. It's M. Misyan, the Russian. I'm going to ask him when he comes off the
We
mat,
will ask, yeah.
because he looks as though he's leading strongly enough to win the contest, and we're going to have to call his name again. So
yeah, and that in the right way.
let's get it right.
Oh,
Yes,
it's not a typical Russian name.
No.
Huh? These
He's
kind of
maybe
letters.
it could be from the Caucasus somewhere. Maybe Dagestan or Ingushetia, somewhere like that. Maybe. We'll see. I'll go and I'll ask him that as well. I have to brush up on my Russian a little bit. See how we do in getting that information out of him. Him and his coach, maybe. We'll find a way of doing that. Minute 20 odd left to go. Oh, there was just a moment when the Kazakh was shaping. There's only a minute left to go. You want to start going for it. By Makhanbetov is the Kazakh in the white judogi, and it's Misyan. I'm going to call him Misyan for the moment, who picks up the potential. Oh, and he throws him! That's got to be Ippon. That's got to be Ippon. Oh, that's more for me.
Yeah.
That was more.
Was clear. Maybe.
I like that for Ippon. I think it's done and dusted.
Left hand, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's Ippon.
Yeah. And yes.
He buried him, didn't he? We won't have to worry about the name now, Annette.
Yeah. Yeah. Weimar Betov.
With that one we've got. Baimakan Betov. This is a big one. Proof, come on. That's it one every day of the week.
Yeah.
He really got hold of him, didn't he? And he was leading by Wazari Yuko, a minute left to go.
Maybe the Russian felt a little bit too much secure. Don't know. Because he was leading, as you said, by Yuko and Wazari.
Baimakan Betov rose for Rippon. Right, let's have a look and see who we've got on mat number 2 now. Nehuyen Melita of Argentina faces Artem Falkivsky of the Ukraine. And let's go and find out what the Russian's name is anyway. I'll be back with you in a moment.
The Argentinian is leading by Yuko. Oh, not the best entry from the Ukrainian. And Judo following. One-sided grip, okay, and immediately the attack, and he got a chance now for Nevasa and for Chuchikatame. It's not, no, he lost the contact for the arm lock. But that was a nice movement from Tashiwasa to Nevasa. Powerful until the end. Now another attempt and he missed. Yeah, and it wasn't really a true attempt, so he must be careful with that entry, because eventually, okay, he changes his movement. He changes the throw, and lovely Uchimata. The Ukrainian won this fight against the Argentinian. He's into the next round. Next fight into 70 kilos. Australia against Korea. And that's a funny name from the Australian. That's a funny family name. So Kai
Pung, I think it is. Pung. Pung.
Yes.
There's another one we've got to go and ask how to pronounce. Magdisian was the Russian.
But yes. But if you have a look, yeah.
Yeah, how do you work it out? So, yeah, but Pung, I think, I don't know, maybe from one of those islands in there somewhere.
That's it, yes. It's nice.
Philippines,
nice
maybe.
Yeah.
We'll find out about that family name as well.
Yes. And the Korean An Bauer in blue.
Could be Chinese, I think. Pung. We'll ask him when he comes off.
Yes.
But Magdisian was the Russian who went out leading by, he was leading by Wazarian Ayuko and then got thrown for a beautiful Ippon. There comes a Georgian again, Chelidze. Is he going to be down on mat number 1? I heard him call his name, Chelidze, or maybe that was a win then. Has he won again? Chelidze has won again. I didn't see him. Was he at the 55 kilos? Chelidze. He just won his contest against Mark Tobin of Australia. He had a harder one against Basurin, did he?
The first fight.
Basurin in that first fight. That was a tough one. So Larry Chelidze goes through to the next round. I'm just going to borrow Annette Burm's pen for a while and fill in Chelidze's name. He's making nice progress now because he's into the 3rd round. And Chelidze will face the winner of the contest that's taking place on mat number 1 now. Sobit Kuzhamov of Uzbekistan faces Miomir Majkic. Or that could be Makic, with the J not being pronounced
Makic,
so hard.
Yep.
Let's call him Makic.
And it's over for the Australian.
Anne of Korea defeats Kai Peng, I'm going to say, but I think it's Chinese. And we're having a look at we'll have a look at Chelidze when we come back to do that 3rd round in the under 55 kilo category. Here's Annette Burm again. I just get to do the name checking. I think it's Peng. We'll find out.
So who we got next? Let's have a look. Mohamed Abdel Mabgoud of Egypt, and he's fighting against the Turkish Mertkan Akay in blue. Round number 2, and we are on pool B. So on mat number 2, we are in category under 60 kilos. If you want to have a watch or want to have a look on mat number 1, category under 55 kilos, Serbia is fighting against Uzbekistan. In that moment on mat number 3, under 44 kilos, our lightest woman. Kazakhstan is fighting against Turkey right in this moment, and we are here on mat number 2, under 60 kilos. Tomonage. From the Egyptian. And Yasei Komi. No, I think no. He comes out. Couldn't fix his upper body.
Now to the 3rd round, men 55 kilo. In white for Japan, Nagayama Ryuju. In blue for Austria, Lorenz Binder.
Aragoshi, that was a possibility for the Turkish to get a score. bit defensive. And priority in this fight got the fight for the grip. Don't see that many techniques. Two Shidos for the Egyptian. And less than 2 minutes to go. Chigari. Zenagi attempt. Big one. Cross grip. And the Yuko now for Akai. A minute to go now for both of them. And we haven't seen really a big technique. Just some small attacks, not in the right time. Fight for the grip. Could be the big attack I was just looking for. And Mertkan Akai won this fight by Ippon. It took some time.
Winner in blue for Turkey, Alexei. We would like to say good morning and welcome as well to all our internet viewers from all around the world. Welcome
Next
to the
match,
Junior
the
Championship
fight will be
Judo.
between the American George Strong and the Mongolian Dashiashel Bayan Suren in a white judo gi. First attack from the American. Change the sides. Oh, the Ashiba, all right. Must be careful. Looking for the perfect grip. Both got a grip with one hand. And both got a Shido. Oh, always also nice attack. He was under his opponent, but couldn't bring him out of balance. Still balanced. And again, another attack from Trong. Whoa! Almost had him. Mongolian must be a little bit more active because he trails by 2 Shidos. 1 Shido different. Last attacks always the American did. Uchimata attempt. Oh, he stopped. Oh, yeah. And good footwork from both of them.
The World Cadet Champion 2011 will be in the quarterfinals for men under 55 kilo.
One minute 10 to go. Oh.
The round of 16 of Mat 1 in white for Bulgaria, Valentina Lipia. In blue for Italy, Angelo Pantano.
Failed Tomanerga attempt. But it was an attack, and there's the third Shido for the Mongolian. There again, he can't bring in out of balance. There's a Shido, so it's again 1 Shido difference between the Mongolian and the American. Uchimata attempt. Ooh. These attempts and entries are not so bad, but he can't finish it until the score. Oh, and now the American must pay attention for 13 seconds. If he gets another Shido, then it's balanced again. I hope he didn't injure it on his knee. Looked a little bit strange. Last instructions from their coaches from the side. 10 seconds to go. That was almost Yuko. That was almost Yuko from for the Mongolian. But the American, George Strong, is into the next round. He won this fight. And he's not going so round, so I hope it's nothing bad with his knee, that he can continue his competition today under 60 kilos. So next fight will be between Ecuador and Azerbaijan. For Ecuador, Lenin Preciado standing on the mat in a white judogi, and in blue from Azerbaijan, Urui Vadisada. But where's the referee?
This is an Olympic sport since 1964. Slovenia is one of the few countries to have won a medal at the last 3 Olympic Games.
So maybe they were still talking about the fight before, the last action from the Mongolian. Because the referee, the woman, now just went to the head commission, sitting next to the mat, watching the competition, watching the fights. It's a little bit confusing now, also for the fighters who have their next fight. They are concentrated, and that can bring you out of concentration. And they come back. They come. Yes. Okay, the American. So on the mat now you can see the American Trong and the Mongolian. You already see the names for the next fight, but they brought the fighters back, and now I'm really interested about what the referee is saying. If they really, maybe they give Yuko, I think they gave the score from the Mongolian. It was the last attack, and for me it was a Yuko. Maybe that was the reason they said okay, but I've never seen this before. Normally when you move from the mat, the decision is clear and nothing will change. Luckily for the Mongolian, and I can imagine a big disappointment for the American Trong. So I think we will speak later with the coach from USA, and the coach now, you can't see this, the coach just is going to the head referee commission, and they will show them on video. And I hope that our next fighters who are already standing on the mat are focused and concentrated enough. Although they had a longer break, went already to the mat, had to go back outside of the mat, and I hope that they will continue as quick as they can here. No, it's still not the right, they are still not the right names. I think they will correct the board there. For the electronic system. Well, it will take a few seconds. If you want to switch, you can go on mat number 1. There's the contest under 55 kilos between Vincent Manquest of France, and he's fighting against the Armenian Garik Haruj Union. Let's have a look. 1 minute is over there. It's still balanced, and you can also have a look on mat number 3 under 44 kilos. It's the Japanese Yamauchi Onoka, and she is fighting against the Turkish Nesrin Kartal Setin. So it will take a few seconds here on mat number 2. Now I think they changed. Yeah, they arranged everything. Names are correct, fighters are correct, and we can continue the competition between Ecuador in white and Azerbaijan in blue. By the way, the American coach is still standing with Mr. Snyders, and they are watching, we're watching the fight, and they explained and showed why after they gave Ippon to the American, they changed it. But I think they are still not happy when I look into their faces. And we will speak to them later. First Judo in this fight for Ecuador. Chimata attempt, but the Azerbaijan judoka must be careful not to have the contact with his head and the judo mat. Can end dangerous. cover Uchimata tent, and Preciado wanted to counter him. And Sheldon is just speaking with the American coaches. I'm interested in what they are saying to Sheldon. Uchimata, oh lovely, lovely ippon for Uroi Valisara of Azerbaijan. So it's Valisara who goes into the next round.
Second round for under 60 kilos, the 92.
And yeah, let's have a look. Next fight between Canada and Armenia, and the winner will face Alizada of Azerbaijan. So in white we got Niklas Di Bartolo, and in blue Narek Karapetyan. Two Uchimata tens. And on the other side, Schwab Sirnage. Whoop. Armenian didn't have the best posture for this Strapzianage. He must get a little bit more under his opponent to lift him up. But still he's attacking, so Judo goes to the Canadian. There again. It's not that dangerous, but it's more active than the Canadian. And now it's up to the Canadian to be first to go in his technique. And as I told you a minute before, Sheldon was speaking with the American coaches because we saw this. We followed what was happening there. Sheldon.
That was George Truong.
Yes,
and
yes.
He was thrown.
Yeah. In the
last second, and
I thought also it was a Yuko.
Yes, the Americans didn't think it was worth a Yuko, and they came round to have a look, as you were allowed to. You're allowed to come round and have a look. And on reflection, the coach said that when he first saw it, he thought, no way. But then when they had a look, and he had a look from a different angle, he accepted that it could have been a Yuko, and that was it, and they walked away, not happy that they'd lost, but obviously they're accepting the fact that from a different angle and with replays, it looked different, and they said, yep, okay. I mean, they were adamant in the beginning that it wasn't, but they were pretty good to take it and say, we've had a look, and you're right, it could be.
Because it was a little bit unusual. I don't know if I have ever seen that both fighters were leaving the mat, and then after they came back and they changed the decision, which was the right decision.
It was
completely.
See, what happened there was, because it happened right at the end, and they didn't give the score. It didn't give time for the review to stop the referee. So it was a 0. There was no Yuko. So they gave it to the American because there was a Shido against the Mongolian. But then on review, they were leaving the mat and they said, no, we're still reviewing it. We're still reviewing this. And that, I think that hurt the Americans as well. And having spoken about George Truong, we're now going to speak to his sister, Summer Truong. So Annette will come back in a few minutes' time. We're going to take a bit of a break now. I don't know what's going to happen during the break. But maybe lunch or something. It's a bit early for lunch.
I wait for your show.
But in the meantime, we're going to speak to Summer Truong. We're watching the under 60 kilo category at the moment, but we will move down now. I think I'm going to just check. I'm going to say good morning because it's still morning here. It's still morning. I'm going to say good morning to Summer Truong. Morning, Summer. How are you?
I'm okay.
We're going to need to bring this a little bit closer to you and switch it on.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
That's a lot better. Good morning. How are you?
I'm okay. Thank you.
I know you're going to be disappointed, and there's
Yeah.
nothing that's going to take away from that disappointment in the short term.
Right.
Because you went out in the first round and you're doubly disappointed because you've just seen your brother go out as well, and we didn't get to see the replay, but I have spoken to the staff here who do the replays, and they all thought that it was a Yuko. The thing was, it came right at the end of the contest, and the referees who were reviewing the Yuko didn't have time to tell the referee on the mat to stop. So he gave the decision because there was a Shido to the Mongolian, so George had won that contest.
Right.
But they were still reviewing it, but they were leaving. They said, no, come back, we haven't finished reviewing. And when they did review, they said, no, it was worth a Yuko. They gave to the Mongolian. So that was why there was that kind of upset and uncertainty. And then, of course, when the American coach came around and had a look, he also thought it could have been, it could have been a Yuko. There was a different angle and on reflection and with replay. So I'm sorry about that. A shame for the Truong family today.
Yeah.
But you're both young. How old is George?
George is, he just turned 19 actually. So.
Okay, so 19. He gets another shot. And you?
Yeah, I'm 17.
Yeah, so you've got plenty of time.
Yeah.
And next time, because we've spoken a little bit, so I know you're not going to get upset with me or angry with me, but next time we're going to get a better performance than that. And the reason I say that is because we know that it's in you. A better performance than today is in you, but today it just didn't come out. So don't go and beat yourself up about it. You know, you'll come back stronger. We'll say hello to Terry Lawson.
Hi.
Come to say hello.
Yeah.
Well, the competition is continuing. We've got Ahmet Shahin Kaba of Turkey, and he faces Mohamed Gerchi of Algeria. That's on mat number 2. Let's just let people know what's happening down on mat number 1. Shin Jae-young of Korea faces Meman Zadigov of Azerbaijan, and down on mat number 2, Tony Silva of Brazil. Mat number 3, Tony Silva faces Alex Hyatt of the United States of America. There's no score in that contest as yet. It's 1:28 left to go. We're going to keep an eye on that contest whilst you watch at home the under 60 kilo category on mat number 2, because I know Summer is keen to see what her teammate does. She's picked up a second penalty down there on mat number 3, so that's going to cause her some problems. The Brazilians have got a good team here.
Yeah, they do.
I don't know if you've seen Natalia Brigida. She was the bronze medalist from the World Championships in 2010 or 2011 in Cape Town. And Chibana is here as well. Yes. Two top draw fighters. That's a good quality competition. We already spoke about Irina Dolgova, Wu Xiaofeng of China, Hayley Willis of Great Britain. They're all good medalists. Ashlyn White lost to Jo Ara of Korea. And then we've already seen Yamazaki Tamami of Japan. So there are a whole host of good fighters in there. And we lost you early on. 40 seconds left to go. We're going to join the contest down on mat number 3 now.
We continue in the round of 16.
Hyatt is having to defend against the Sangaku attempt here from Silva.
In white for Azerbaijan,
not where she wants to be with time running out either. Needs to be up on her feet.
21 seconds, Allie, 21 seconds.
Thanks for that.
Yeah, that's her dad up there.
Oh, just got caught. That was super. Really, the Koichi, and now, well, that does it.
Yeah.
That does it. The Koichi put Silva on her back. She switched off. She just switched off. She can hardly stand up. She'll be devastated.
That was a good attack.
Yeah, you keep going right to the end. I'm not sure if we can get a replay of that one. Just a few seconds were left in the contest. And Hyatt comes up with a neat Koichigari for Wazari. I think that's the first win for the States today.
It is.
If I'm not mistaken. What a win that was as well. Here it was just on the mat edge. They just get moved. They just slide off to the left. There were about 15 seconds left to go. Oh, maybe it wasn't. She just got her leg trapped. It was Silva that was doing the attacking, and it maybe ended up like an Ouchi. He also had a chance for the Osai Komi briefly, but it didn't matter because time was up anyway. Wow. It's going to make the US camp feel a bit happier.
Yeah.
Right, the under 44 kilo category continues. Anastasia Pavlenka of Russia faces Ganbata Narantsetseg of Mongolia. It's Pavlenka in the white judogi and Ganbata in blue, sitting with Summer Truong of the United States of America, and she's waiting for the under 48 kilo category to start again. That's the next round. Gabriela Chibana will face Joana Diogo, and it was the Portuguese that you lost to in the first round. Right, we're on mat number 2 at the moment. We've gone back to have a look at Ahmet Shahin Kaba of Turkey. That was the match that we were watching, and Mohamed Hirichi of Algeria. Let's see how this one finishes up, and then we'll try and go back to the 48 kilo category when we can. I'm not sure why we lost the connection with mat number 3, but as soon as we can go there, we'll go back. We'll try and have a look at that from our commentary position, whilst you at home finish off watching. Oh, okay, Kaba's finished. He secured a win by Ippon with 27 seconds left to go. Have you been on with either of these two, Chibana or Diogo? Well, Diogo you lost to this morning, but what about Chibana?
No, I've never fought her before.
She's in your Continental Union as well, isn't she?
Yeah, she is.
She's already competing at senior level.
Yeah.
With reasonable success.
Yeah.
And her teammate is in there as well, Natalia Brigida. We'll get to see her a little bit later. Uchigari left-sided, and then Kazagatami. That looked pretty neat, didn't it?
Yeah.
Sharp.
Yeah.
Pretty strong. And the number 1 seed looks good here. She's Wazari Awazeti Ippon and into the quarter-final. That's a stage that you must get to. These first 2 fights you really need, because then you're in with a shout. If you lose in the quarter-final, it's still the repechage, but those first 2 rounds you've got to get past, and Diogo not able to get past Chibana, who really didn't look as though she broke sweat. We're watching the contest between Nicolas Felipe Santos of Brazil. He faces Jabo Shaba of Hungary. It's Santos in the white judogi and Jabo in blue. Meanwhile, down on mat number 3, we continue with the under 48 kilo category. Let's hope that we get the feedback for that by the time we come to Irina Dolgova of Russia and Wu Xiaofeng of China, because I think that's going to be a really good contest.
Yeah.
The Chinese and the Russian. I hope we get to see that one. What's next for you then, Summer, after the Junior Worlds? What's next on your radar?
Nothing. I have nothing planned for myself, but I'm not sure what my coaches have.
What about the what about studies? How's that going?
Oh, it's getting busy. So for school and everything, especially now since I had to take a week off to come here, but it's nothing unmanageable.
Who else is there in the 48 kilo category in the United States that you've got to look out for? I mean, I know you had a teammate here, Ashlyn White.
Right.
But what apart from Ashlyn, who else then is there to look out for in your weight category in the USA?
I'd say Alexa Liddy, which she's my teammate for seniors, and definitely one of my other competitors, Surya. She's from San Jose, and a bunch of her teammates are here, and she would have been here if she didn't have to get surgery in her shoulder. So she's definitely a competitor for me too.
And what's happened to Caitlin Boyce? Has she moved up to 52, or what's the story there? Do you know?
I'm not sure. I haven't talked to her for a while, but since the last time that I've seen her, she's been fighting 52s consistently. So
maybe she'll stay there then.
Yeah.
Well, it will be interesting to see whether the USA are not going to put in anyone in the teams, are they? They've decided not to do the team event.
Oh no.
That's a shame.
Yeah, and it's
you've got the bodies.
Right. We do have a lot of people, and it's just because it's in the middle of the school year, a lot of people can't stay, so
and go back. Yeah. Well, that's a shame. Do you have someone at 52?
Oh, we do. We have Maria Dami.
And then 57?
57. Yes. We have I don't know. I'm blanking on people's names.
But you have somebody.
Yes, we do.
63 as well?
Yes, so we have two 63s. We have Lauren Baez and
Lauren I've seen
Alicia
before.
Gallus, yeah.
And 70?
70s, yes. We have I'm blanking on people's names.
Okay, don't worry. I do that sometimes myself. And then at plus 78, I met Mackenzie
Williams.
Mackenzie Williams. Yeah. I met her yesterday. So you've got the bodies to make up a team. It's a shame that you won't be able to get in there.
Team.
A little over a minute left to go. Santos trails here by Yuko. I didn't see what the technique was. I was looking, there was a moment of confusion, but I suppose they're in different weights. We've got Tamara Silva of Switzerland. And then you've got Tawny Silva of Brazil, but they're in different weights. One's in 44, one's in 48. But that could be a little bit tricky.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose in Brazil it's a very common name, Silva.
Silva, yeah.
They've got a world champion at under 57 kilos.
Yep. Got Marty Malloy in the finals.
That's right. Marty would have been really disappointed. Yeah. It was a case of the bite a bit because Marty's really good with Ashiwaza, and she just got caught cold by Rafaela Silva. That was on the last Senior World Championships in Rio. The Senior World Championships in your sights? Is that on your wish list?
Yes, definitely in my wish list. But I take it one step at a time. Of course, I'm hoping to do better next time at the juniors. But
you will. You've got really nice judo. It's good to watch you. Today wasn't your day, and that happens sometimes. But as I said earlier, don't go beating yourself up about it. Just get back on track and focus on the next event and set your sights there.
Right.
Chabo's picked up a third penalty, but his Yuko is enough to see off the challenge of Nicolas Felipe Santos of Brazil, and it's Jabo who goes into the next round. I'm not quite sure if we have got the feedback for mat number 3. I don't know how that's shaping up.
Yeah.
14 or so seconds left in that contest. We'll just check and see what's happening with mat 3. No luck yet? Well, apparently we can go back to mat number 3. That's great. Okay, so the contest that's finishing up there, Varbanova of Bulgaria has just lost to Tamara Silva of Switzerland. So the Swiss fighter putting out Varbanova of Bulgaria. And this was the contest. The upcoming contest is one that I was really looking forward to seeing. It's Irina Dolgova of Russia, and she faces Wu Xiaofeng of China. It's Dolgova in the white judogi and Wu in blue. I've got the feeling that Wu's going to be overawed and overpowered by Dolgova.
Yeah.
Just too strong.
Yeah, and she has really good footwork too.
And also a great newaza.
Yeah.
Misses with that Seoinage effort, and here's a chance in the middle of the mat for Dolgova to start work. Wu slips the net, comes up with her own attempt, but doesn't look too positive, so the referee calls mate, stands them back up, and we're underway again. Half a minute was eaten up there. Dolgova is one of 3 or 4 good Russians in the under 48 kilo category.
Yeah.
Yevgenia Dementsieva and Alessia Kuznetsova being 2 of the others. Wu still working away on the ground. That's good because it's where Dolgova wants to do a lot of her judo, and it's good that Wu is giving her some back and also attacking. So that's good from the Chinese. No score yet. First minute gone. You haven't been on with either of these two?
No, not in a match. I fought Dolgova
at the training
in
camp.
A training camp. Yeah.
How was that?
It was all right. It was good.
Did you get to do some nevaza with her?
Oh, I did. She's,
How was it?
She's definitely a little more smooth than me on the ground, but I did better with her in standing.
In tachiwaza, yeah. Here comes an attempted turn here. Trying to work on the arm, but not happening. Not bad from Wu. It's a good opponent on the ground, and to avoid getting caught 2 or 3 times, that's pretty good. She picks up a passivity penalty. One of these has to go out here, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Second round. Just 2 rounds in the under 48 kilo category, then the quarter-final. I'd like to see something standing from Wu, but she doesn't feel comfortable enough. You can see that she wants to go right-sided, but Dolgova's left arm is keeping that her Wu's sleeve tied up. Almost got caught there, so that's. I think she went onto her front. Oh, attempting the Sangaku. I just didn't think that was Yuko.
Yeah.
Still working on it, but doesn't come up with the score. The referee stands them up. Minute 23 left to go. Wu's put up a better fight than I thought. I thought she was going to get steamrolled, but she hasn't.
No, yeah, she's doing. Oh.
And the Yuko is off.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I just thought that she went onto her front.
Right. I felt, yeah, it looked like more of a transition than a throw.
Minute 23 left to go, and referee's just asking Wu to get her belt tied a little bit higher up. We may have to go back to mat number 2 because I'm not sure if we can. Let's go back to mat number 2 because we've just lost the picture on 3, which is a real shame because that was shaping up to be so good.
Especially the last minute.
And there's only a minute left in it. It's only a Shido on the board. Not anymore.
Yeah, I know.
Not any longer. I think that was a Kochi caught Wu and onto her back, now having to defend on the arm as well. One mistake. She really just made that one mistake.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a mistake actually. It was slip. Just slipped the once. Well, the contest on mat number 2 that we're watching now. Histozov of Bulgaria and Adrian Quindemont of Belgium. But if we can, we're going to go down to mat number 1 then. I think it's 1 is a better bet for us because Leri Shelidze of Georgia faces Sobit Khujamov of Uzbekistan. Can we do that? Mat number 1? There you go. We're watching Leri Shelidze of Georgia in the white judogi, his 3rd contest. This is going to be the stiffest test, to be honest. Sobit Khujamov of Uzbekistan. Mind you, Shelidze did have a tough first round match against Basurin, the Mongolian.
He looks like a mini Soberov.
Yeah, it could be. They'll all be styled like that, I suppose, all wanting to copy. Picks up a 2nd penalty, though, the Uzbek. Shelidze, just trying to see where he is in the draw. He's in the 55 kilo category, that's why I couldn't find him in the 60s. Goes left-sided with that Seonagi attempt. Doesn't catch Khujamov though. Shelidze down at the bottom of the draw. Khujamov defeated Makic of Serbia in his 2nd round contest. Yes, should get a score there. Generous for for Wazari. I thought it was a Yuko, but they put Wazari on the board. Nice counter. You see that?
Yeah.
See that hopping, the Uchimata attempt, and then turning. I know you're keeping an eye on the 48 kilo category. Aygul Baykuleva of Kazakhstan, and it is a Yuko.
Oh.
I'm going to get me one of those badges, I'll tell you. Aygul Baykuleva of Kazakhstan faces Hayley Willis of Great Britain down on mat number 3, and Summer Trong is keeping an eye on that one. Whoa. Yoko Tomoenagi from Leri Shelidze of Georgia throwing Khujamov for Ippon. Well, that really puts the cat amongst the pigeons there because he's into the quarter-final now, Shelidze. Shelidze could go all the way. Shelidze now looking at the rest of the draw. Really is in the driving seat because Nagayama, the Japanese And the Korean, they're in the top half. Garrick Haratunyan, they're all in the top half of the draw.
The world cadet champion, Nagayama Ryuju, in blue for Bulgaria, Valentina.
How's it going down on mat number 3? Any score there, Summer?
No, just a Shido for Kazakhstan. And now a Shido for Haley.
Well, we're underway with the first of the quarter-finals in the under 55 kilo category. Nagayama Ryuju of Japan faces Valentin Alipiev of Bulgaria. We've got some nice big sheets here. I like the idea of that. Those Mickey Mouse draw sheets that you normally have aren't that nice to handle, but they've given us some nice big sheets
nice
to work with.
Easy to follow.
Have you been to train in Japan yet?
I have a few times.
How was that?
It's good. I really like it. It's really hard. You always have a lot of bodies, and because like my style is a little bit more, floating like Japanese kind of style. So it's nice to have a change from what I'm used to. So.
When are you likely to go again?
I'm not sure. Maybe this upcoming summer.
And where is it that you're training now?
I'm at the where I'm from. I'm from Colorado Springs, the Olympic Training Center. That's where.
Is that where you're from?
Yeah.
That's a real nice bonus. Didn't have to move any at the National Training Center.
It's kind of funny because my brother and I are the only people who are actually from there, like even in the city.
Result.
Yeah.
No score in this contest as yet. Nagayama coming under some pressure from Alipiev. And what about down there on mat number 3?
It's 2-1 Shido. Kazakhstan has 2. And then it seems like she has Haley in a pin right now.
Willis.
Oh, and now it's a Yuko. Kazakhstan. Ooh. And the time ran out. It was a tough fight.
Managed to escape from the Osai Komi, but as you say, the time ran out for Haley Willis down on mat number 3, and the Kazakh fighter Baikulieva winning out there. Let's just have a look and see where that was on the draw sheet. We saw Dolgova over Wu. So it'll be Aygul Baikulieva of Kazakhstan who will fight Irina Dolgova in the second of the quarterfinals.
We have Brigida up next.
Down on mat number 3, Natalia Brigida of Brazil faces Alexandra Pop of Romania. Summer Trong is with me. She fought in the under 48 kilo category earlier on today, and she's watching the action there down on mat number 3. Second of the Brazilians to come onto the mat in that category. We saw Brigida's teammate Chibana making light work, really, of Joana Diogo of Portugal. It was a pretty comprehensive defeat of the Portuguese fighter, putting Ljubljana into the next round. And then it was Silva who beat Farbanova. So it was Silva and Ljubljana in the first of the quarterfinals.
Winner in white for Japan, champion qualifies for the semi-finals in the men under 55 kilo category.
Oh, actually, it was the Romanian who got.
Wow.
Yeah.
Has she just thrown
I think it was.
Brigida or
I think it
Shimiwaza?
was
Or
yeah, I think so.
yeah, because normally they would have the Osaikomi
Right.
history. They're the different colors, so it must have been a Shimiwaza or Kansetsuwaza that
I think it was.
Pop brought off. Wow,
That
that's
was
a bit of a turn up for the book. The number 2 seed going out to Alexandra Pop of Romania. Coming on to map number 3 now, Anna Dmitrieva of Russia faces Joara of Korea. Dmitrieva was the other one I missed out earlier
yes.
on when we were talking about Kuznetsova. Yeah, Dementseva, Kuznetsova, Dmitrieva, and Dolgova.
Yeah.
Those 4. They're all young as well. Vincent Monquest of France faces Meman Sadigov of Azerbaijan. This is in the under 55 kilo category. Summer Trong is still with me, and when she leaves, she'll take away a goodie bag.
Oh, yay!
We've got all kinds of stuff in that goodie bag for our guest
It'll make my day better.
today.
So.
2:20 left to go. Down on mat number 3, Dmitrieva leading
With the pin.
she's just got Joe in Osaikomi. Dmitrieva was the silver medalist at the Youth Olympics a couple of years ago. She lost in the final. I wonder if you can remember who it was that Dmitrieva. That's right. Caitlin won that. Dmitrieva it is who wins out down on mat number 3. A minute 40 odd left in this contest. Monquest and Sadigov. Sadigov picks up a second penalty, this time for stepping out. With a minute and 15 seconds left to go. Monquest has got that short, squat little look about him. Oh, he's come up with the Tomoe-nage again. It's the second time that he's done that. In this previous fight, he also threw for Ippon with Tomoe-nage. It's working for the Frenchman today. And another one bites the dust. Well, who did he throw in the second round? Well, it wasn't the Albanian. It must have been Haratunian. Garek Haratunian of Armenia he threw. Because yeah, Indrit Kulhaj of Albania was woeful. He was terrible.
That's all that came will be in the semi-finals for the men under 55 kilo.
Monquest it is who goes, Monquest, into the next round. And I went across to ask him, how does he pronounce his name? Because I thought it was Monkey, but it's Monquest. Oh, nice! That was nice. The Venezuelan
Right off the gun.
caught the Azeri absolutely cold. 11 seconds, and Mamadov was thinking of a much, much longer contest. He was just saying, okay, getting underway, Venezuelan, nothing too fancy, and over he went.
I wish every match could be like that.
Oh. Well, as long as you're on the winning side,
Right,
yeah.
Exactly.
I'm with you there. Well, it should be interesting then. Vitor Torrenta of Brazil faces Leri Chelidze of Georgia. Wow, that was beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Really nice, low. Tani Otoshi I'd call that. And he went round the back, didn't he?
Right.
Took his man down. Wow.
Looks like
Nice.
it'll be a good fight.
The Georgian working away on the ground. It's always a good sign. Always a good sign when you see Georgians working on the ground. Because they've got their own wrestling.
Yeah.
They've all got their own wrestling. It's got no Nivas in. So when you see a Georgian working on the ground, you know he's a real judo man.
He is a really tall 55.
Well, I spoke to his coaches about him, and I think this will be the last time that we see him at 55 kilos. He's got to go up after this. And he's been watching Monquest, I think, with the Tomo Inagi, but he wasn't as successful as the Frenchman. In fact, he wasn't at all successful. There was no score from that. Needs to be tight on the arm here. Didn't want that leg to go over the top, and now he's turned it the right way. It's when that second leg goes over the top and keeps you down, your arm is out, you're in real trouble. And Chelidze just managed to get the head free. Looks a little bit nervy at the moment. He really wants to get the right hand on as well.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if he's missed there. His defense is good enough. He wants to make sure that he keeps up a good rate of attacks. Doesn't put a penalty on the board. Trying to bring his man closer to him, that's what he wants.
Oh.
Manfred Hausberger, the referee, likely to penalise the Brazilian here, I think. Yeah, I thought so. Just that one hand was a little bit overly defensive. Little over 2 minutes to go, no score yet. Here comes another dangerous position from the Georgian when he gets that left arm around the waist. That looks dangerous. Oh.
Yuko?
Yep, Yuko. Torrenta picks up a score. Georgian just a little bit too casual there. Didn't feel that threat from the Brazilian and ended up going over for Yuko. So some work to do in the next minute and a half. Yeah, now the Brazilian is just running here. Having to turn in because you just got penalised there, so he turns inside now Oh, yes.
Oh.
Yes,
Oh,
that'll be a
yeah.
score. Good work from the Georgian. That was nice. One
lot of
side
turning.
and then the other, and that ties it up. There's a huge Brazilian, a group of Brazilians
Right.
standing up there, and they all thought that the score was for someone else. They must be watching another match. That was a nice piece of work, wasn't it?
Yeah.
One side and then the other, and he kept driving. And now, because of the 2 penalties, well, there's another good score from Torrente. Whoa! With 50-odd seconds left to go, he picks up a second Yuko. He's got a nice Seoinage, by the way. Good drop Seoinage
Yeah.
from Torrente.
Really tight.
Yeah, Wazari was a good score. Chalidze now is going to have to hunt his man down. And we've seen the tactic from the Brazilian when he scores is to run away. So that's what Chalidze is going to have to put up with. But that'll do. Wazari, well, he's going for Ippon. But
Wow.
he just come up against the better thrower. Had nothing to do with staying power or tactics or anything. Torrente was a better thrower than Chalidze here. We'll see Chalidze again, but it will be in the repechage, not the semi-final. It's Torrente of Brazil who lights up the scoreboard.
Yeah.
One in every column.
Nice, clean
Yeah.
save.
Morote Seoinage. Yeah, Morote Seoinage. Over he goes. It's a nice contest. And we're now on mat number 2. We just saw Sakhavat Gadzhiev of Russia getting the decision over his Italian opponent in the 60 kilo category. Just trying to see where Gadzhiev is. That would have been Carmen Maria Di Loreto of Italy. So there's still a lot of fights left in the 60 kilo category. We come now to the top of the draw. Again, Tsai Ming-yen of China faces Mealan Baimakanbetov of Kazakhstan. It's Tsai in the white judogi, Baimakanbetov in blue. And who have we got down on mat number 3 in the under 48 kilo category? Yamazaki Tamami of Japan faces Andrea Leszki of Slovenia. Well, the Slovenian is going to bring the roof off this place if she beats the Japanese. I mean, real turn up for the book there. Just going to bring over that gift bag that we've got for Summer Truong and see what goodies are in there.
Ooh, and a nice bag.
Well, whilst we're watching the contest on mat number 2, there's another contest taking place down on mat number 3. It's the last of the under 48 kilo category second round matches. This for a place in the quarter final. Yamazaki Tamami of Japan in the white judogi down there on mat number 3, and Andrea Leszki. There's no score. Minute 17 left to go, but the Slovenian has picked up 2 penalties. And the Kazakh fighter, Baimakanbetov, has just thrown Sai for Ippon. Wow, what a turn up for the book that is. The number 1 seed. from Firipon. Oh. Well, you've got to hope for Sai that he didn't get to see the whole of it. Yeah, countered flat on his back.
Oh yeah.
Yep, he got countered. And that's him out of the competition, as that was the third round. Didn't get to the quarter-final. On the mat now, Artem Falkivsky of the Ukraine faces Ann Baul of Korea. Oh, Sai didn't make it. Down on mat number 3, Leshki is receiving some attention to a cut, so even if we had been down there, we wouldn't have been able to see a lot at the moment.
Yeah.
We're watching Falkivsky and Anne. How much longer are you going to be in Ljubljana for then, Summer?
Actually, everybody, the way that USC Judo set it up, everyone is leaving the day after they fight, so I'm leaving tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I wish I could, be here to watch my teammates, but that's what the internet is for. So.
All right. Well, we'll look forward to your company on the internet then.
Yeah. Yep.
Just give us a shout out when you're watching, and we'll.
Oh, for sure.
Say hi to you. Where is it? You're going back to Colorado Springs. How's the flight there? Where'd you go to from here, first of all?
Coming here, we went to Chicago, and then to Switzerland, and then to Ljubljana.
So Zurich, yeah?
Yep, Zurich, yep.
Yeah.
And then on the way back, we're stopping by Munich, so.
Why not?
Yeah.
There's no beer festival at this time of the year. You missed that. Or when is it on? We're in October. There's the Oktoberfest. Should have to ask my colleague Matthias Fischer.
Yeah.
When the Oktoberfest is on. In October. Thanks very much for that. He's a killer, isn't he? You know? I should have seen that one coming. So useful piece of information there. Right, we're going to give Summer Trung this lovely bag of gifts, including this one-off only size S for small T-shirt. Nice souvenir from the. You didn't get one of these, did you?
No, I did not.
Okay, so you get that. There's an absolutely beautiful, lovely, small, cuddly toy that's in the shape of a dragon. Yeah, Ljubljana dragon. I wanted that one for myself, but I'm going to let Summer have that. And there's a few other bits and pieces of goodies and stuff in there, that pens and what have you, and badges and fridge magnets. Sure, she's going to do exactly what I've done and give most of this stuff away.
No, I think I'll probably keep it.
Souvenirs of your visit to Ljubljana, and thanks very much for taking the time to come and visit us here. We're always happy to see you.
Oh, thank you.
And we genuinely hoped today that we would not. Because if you didn't come to see us, it would have meant that you'd still be out there. Would have been glad to watch you. So there you go. There's that one.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Summer, you take care, and we'll see you again soon.
See you soon. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, I didn't give you the memory stick with the little clip that we had for you. Let's hang on 1 second whilst you get that as well. Here's the action from that last contest. I'm going to have to look for that memory stick
Oh,
on
yeah, no
another
problem.
occasion. I'll let you have that later today. Right, okay, Summer, you're going to go off and do whatever it is that you've got to do with your teammates.
Yeah.
You take care, and I'll
Thank
see
you
you
so
soon.
much.
Okay, all the
Thank
best.
you.
Take care. It's hard to give a kiss on the cheek with these headphones on. Right. Summer Trong is off, including gift bag. And we're going to have Annette Berm come and join us. We're watching the contest between Mertsan Ake of Turkey and Dashia Chil Bayambasuren of Mongolia. That's the pair on the mat at the moment. Annette Berm joins us again. Have you had a chance to get down to the warm-up area, or was it that you managed to see?
I met the German national coach,
Okay.
Claudio Pusa, and asked him a little bit. Today there are no German girls, but up to tomorrow they will have a girl in each category. And I asked him a little bit about the atmosphere, and they had a little walk this morning. Now they're in the hall, watching, sitting, and preparing for their competition. Yeah.
Have they got a team?
What?
Have they got a team?
The German?
Yeah.
Yes. I heard a really strong team. A really good atmosphere in the team. This is always very important, especially when, especially in a women team. And yeah, they are really looking forward to fight. They are nervous, of course, but that's normal. That's a junior world championship,
Sure,
of course. And some of them already have success or many competition in women. So I think this is a really, really good team, and I think there are a lot who will also be successful when they change from junior to an adult. Yeah. But we will see them the next days.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing
Yeah.
some of the performances from the German team. And as you say,
Exactly.
we'll see how they get on.
Yeah.
Well, one of the mats has already come to an end, so it could be that we'll get a break. I wasn't thinking about a break for for lunch, but it could very well be that we will get a good break. It's the opening day here. We started at 10 o'clock. One of the days we'll start at 9, but I've got an old sheet. I think it's tomorrow when we'll start at 9 o'clock.
Like
So 10 o'clock start. We've got 55 and 60 for men, 44 and 48 for women. The final block starts at 5. So I think
And the opening ceremony will be tomorrow.
the opening ceremony is tomorrow, quite right.
Nice. Yeah, so the second day.
No score yet in this contest between Ake and Dashai Chil of Mongolia.
And the Mongolian was the guy who won that fight after the fight was over. But
That's right,
that
against
was
George
absolutely
Truong,
right decision.
Summer's brother.
Yes, yes. And I recognized that it looked like he was injured a little bit, the American, on his left knee, because when he left the match, he was
Oh, a little bit limping a little bit, yeah.
Yes, yes. And I thought, oh, I hope that he will be fit for the next fight. But okay, anyway.
Didn't need it.
Yes. Oh, failed Ashiwasa. Brought him really in danger.
Right at the end.
Yuko. Yes,
Yuko.
yes, yes, yes.
Right at the Mongolian again.
Yeah, yeah.
Right at the end with Yuko.
If that's his tactic. Chapeau.
Tell you what, it's a little bit dangerous.
The coach told him before, don't forget, in the last second, okay?
Grab to get them, that's when you get
But
them.
just in the last second.
Yeah, don't mess around in the first 3 minutes 59.
Yeah, yeah. We want to have some action.
So,
So the Mongolian is in the quarter-final. Yeah, is that right?
I'm going to have to start filling out these
Please.
sheets or else we'll get lost.
I help you.
And I'm normally really good at filling them out, but I haven't done that today.
So next fight between Azerbaijan, Uroi Valisada, and the Armenian Narek Karapetyan in blue. Oh, lovely Uchimata attack.
Didn't waste any time, did he?
Yes.
Karapetyan straight in there.
Yes. And
So, sorry,
you mean, yeah.
Valizada, yeah.
And Valisada, I remember his Uchimata. I think it was in a fight before.
I think
That is nice to see.
Valizada is Georgian.
Could be, huh?
Yeah, I think so. With that name.
Okay. Could be.
We'll have to ask him. We'll say if we say Galma Jerba to him and he says hello, then you'll know. You'll know that he's Georgian.
There again.
Ooh, yeah.
So he made short process.
It's a lot more like a Uchimata Makikomi, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Interesting grip. And still he got a good contact.
Mm-hmm.
Despite he got the
Here it is.
one-sided grip. Or
Yeah.
what's the grip? Only the arm Makikomi grip. Yeah. Was it Ippon? Mm-hmm. Couldn't see that. But anyway, next fight between the Turkish Ahmet Zain Kaba and the Hungarian Saba Sabo.
In white for Turkey, Ahmet Kaba. In blue for Hungary, Saba.
So mat number 1 is already finished. Mat number 3, it still be women under 44 kilos and under 48. So a mix between both categories. Shimewasa. Really nice Nevasa work from the Turkish. And Mate, still balanced.
It's a big group of fighters in the under 60 kilo category. 46
Wow.
fighters. It's the
Oh, lovely!
I couldn't quite finish off. Does get a Yuko though.
A feint. Yeah.
And yeah,
You don't see this very often.
and not at that level.
At that level and that quality.
Don't know if
was
we'll get a
quick.
replay of that one.
Yeah, that would be great, huh?
Yeah, it would be
That
really
was
great if we
great.
could get a replay of that one.
Maybe we get one. Oh!
It's coming up. That was the Uchimata Makikomi
The fight before,
in
yeah.
the fight before,
Mhm.
which is also nice to
Yeah.
watch. I enjoyed watching that.
Tuck, tuck, tuck. Maybe we got a chance.
Cover, leading by the Yuko after that feint.
A wonderful Yuko, yeah.
2.5 minutes left to go. Have you tried the Ippon energy drink?
Yes,
What did you think?
I just tasted a little bit. It's not bad.
Yeah, I like it. It's okay. It's really good. Packed with ice.
There.
Yes, that was neat. Just a second before.
Yes, 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 yes.
You can see it just a second before that. That would be good as he sets him up.
Maybe one step closer, or maybe a little bit more action with his hip.
And he'd be on.
And
Yeah.
yeah, that was good.
Half the contest gone already. Still the Turkish fighter. Ahmet Şahin Kaba leading by Yuko. Almost a counter.
And he
Not
was
going to
waiting
score.
for that.
For me, there is no score there. He gave that to White. I'm not so sure.
Maybe they will take it back. Look. I think.
I don't think so. He falls back after he's gone at his front. Look.
But you can also see that he tried to control, the Turkish tried to control this movement from the upper body from his opponent.
Well.
But
And now it's Yuko.
yes, okay.
So. But the Wazari's still on the board. That was what they gave the big score for, so that's not changed.
They was correct.
Okay. Turkish fighter with 3 scores on the board now.
3 scores for 2.
Yeah. Wazari for the
was
wonder.
double.
Yeah. And he brings him down again, but this time no score.
Yeah.
Osai Komi, but Tokita.
Try to get some back.
Oh,
Maybe. Oh.
working on the arm, but the leg's in the wrong place now.
Yeah.
That's better.
Second
Now it's
up.
out.
No, that's
To
it.
tap. Yeah.
That was a nice fight. A lot of different techniques. Nevasa Tashivasa and an arm lock in the end.
Kaba,
So
the number 2 seed, is through
okay, yeah.
to the quarterfinal.
Yeah.
Tsai Ming-yen was knocked out in the 3rd round.
Ooh.
So we lost the number 1 seed. So now the Turkish fighter, he's in pole position here.
Moved up to number 1 here.
What do they call in motor racing, in Grand Prix motor racing, when you are on the front of the grid? What do they call it in German? The pole position. What do they call it?
You also say pole position.
Okay,
The
so
pole position.
he's in pole position then.
The winner of round 2 in white for Turkey was Ahmet Kaba. Next fight, third round for another.
Right, I don't know if we can go down to mat number 3. We can. That's great. Gabriela Chibana of Brazil faces Tamara Silva of Switzerland. It's unusual to call a contest.
Upsala.
That was a Wazari
Yeah.
from Chibana. It's unusual to call a contest with a Brazilian in, and the name Silva doesn't belong to the Brazilian. This is unusual. Maybe she moved from.
That's a must be.
Yeah, she must have moved from Brazil to Switzerland.
That's right.
Yeah, that's
right. Let's have a look.
that's my working out.
Silva.
I think that
It's not the typical Swiss name.
Silva of Switzerland
That could
is
be.
probably via Brazil.
Mhm.
This is in the under 48 kilo category. It's the number 1 seed, by the way, Gabriela Chibana.
Chibana won against the Portuguese, Joana Diogo.
That's right.
Yeah. And the Swiss, Tamara Silva, won against the Bulgarian, Magdalena Varbanova. And against the girl from Cyprus. So this is the fight for the quarterfinal. The pool, pool final.
Two scores on the board for Chibana, but she'll get penalised here for stepping out. Well spotted by the referee there.
Mm.
She hadn't come under attack. It was just the grips
Yeah.
that made her step out. Wanted to go left-sided there, but decided against it. And again, just shaping and then changing her mind. 2:21 left to go.
Shigari.
That was interesting
That's
because she
close.
just used the couldn't use the hand
Yes.
like
okay.
she would have before, up and
Normally,
underneath, and
some years ago.
no Yuko though.
Oh, whoa, whoa,
Almost.
almost countered her.
She's getting close, isn't she? And there's a
Yes.
minute 40 odd left to
Yes.
go. She's beginning to feel the pressure here, Chibana.
Yeah.
Silva now wearing down the Brazilian.
Desperate attack from Shibana Gabriela. But she's still leading by Yuko and Matsari.
Yeah, 2 scores on the board for the
Yeah.
Brazilian.
But still there's a lot of time
Dear
for Tamara Silva
just don't forget that
close
the
this.
final block
Yeah.
will start at 5 p.m.
Good attack.
We'll get Repassage semi-finals
Still a minute 10.
and finals.
She really puts her under pressure. Huh? It's good.
And
Oh,
counter.
Yes.
I'd have given Yuko for it. Yeah, and so does the referee. She's really beginning to wear her down, getting closer and closer and closer to scoring, and then eventually coming up with a score.
Yeah.
There's still a minute to go. I thought that was worth it. So did the referee, but the 2 table officials have gone otherwise. And then she had to go over the top
Yeah.
because
yeah,
she was
yeah,
giving
yeah.
everything.
She was.
Yeah.
She was using the forward
Momentum.
movement from
Yep.
from the Swiss.
Good
Yeah.
effort and a good fight. I
Yeah.
enjoyed that.
Yep.
Chibana eventually coming out on top, throwing Tamara Silva for Ippon.
That's it.
So Chibana into the semi-final. Who will she face? Well, we'll find out in a moment, because coming up next is Irina Dolgova of Russia and Igor Baikuleva of Kazakhstan. It's Dolgova in the white judogi and Baikuleva in blue. Let's settle down and watch this one. Where's your money then, Annette?
Awful. I don't know both that much. I
Okay.
think the Russian will take it. Oh, quick.
With
Quick with
both
feet,
sides,
huh?
yeah?
Yeah.
Left and then
Yeah.
right.
Oh, there again.
Neat piece of work on straight on the arm.
Immediately, yeah.
She's really fighting this one off. She doesn't want to give that up.
Look at her face.
Yeah.
Ah,
It's not
I don't
coming.
like to see that.
It's not coming. She's hanging in there.
At 92, winner for the Blue Judo, representing Belgium, Adrian Gertamont.
Whoa.
She really fought that off, didn't she? Olga was lucky that she didn't get cramp. You know, when you're
Yes.
you're
yes.
stretching out so hard,
Absolutely.
so hard, you can
Holding
get
this
cramp.
position,
Yeah.
It costs a lot of power. Both of them.
Third round for men under 60
Vakuleva is just stretching out her arm, and
How long was it?
Dol-
Maybe 20 seconds? 10 or 20? Or
and
seconds,
Dolgova
the same
stretching out
position?
her feet. Yeah.
Okay, Russian is leading by Yuko. But I think we'll see some surprises, or definitely some more scores in this
I think so.
fight. Yeah.
Ojigari, yeah, just left-sided, right low as well.
And a little bit too far away.
I don't think Vakuleva can settle down for too long, because Dolgova is a busy fighter.
Yeah, yeah.
She's good with the clock.
She's too busy, yeah.
She's got her timing right.
Mm.
Too far away there. Not giving up that arm.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, just too far.
Yeah, yeah.
She just got the position wrong.
Yeah.
That was a great
She was not
entry.
in front of her.
Yeah.
She passed
She
her.
passed
It
her.
was
She
too
went
much.
past. Yeah.
That movement was
But the
too big.
shape was so nice.
Yeah.
If she just stopped there,
Yeah, yeah. A little
Dolgova
bit
would have been
earlier.
over. Yeah.
Oshima Yuma in blue for Russia. Sakaba Gelsier.
The Russian is a little bit passive or defending a little bit, huh? Calmer. Oh. One minute 10 left. Yeah.
You're
Judo.
right. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm gonna get you one of those badges soon, Annette.
Oh,
Put you on in the middle.
I feel more confident here. On the table.
Trying to go left-sided, and then
Whoa, whoa,
with
whoa.
the Satemi Waza.
Mm. No, I couldn't imagine to be the only one on the mat and referee.
Mm,
They're nervous too, huh? Aren't they?
I'm sure.
Mm.
Ineffective with the Ojigari. It was a similar shape.
Ah, yes. Was in the right moment. Wasn't successful, what?
20-odd seconds. I
Yeah.
wonder if Vakuleva is going to get another opportunity for
Yeah.
Seoinage attempt. She looked good when she attempted it standing up. It didn't look so clever when she went to her knees. She misses with the Koichi
Yes. Yes.
twice. It's not going to happen. Too late now.
Yeah, but I really like her footwork.
Yeah.
You don't see this very often. Maybe one time a Koichi or Deashi, but this combination, Koichi, Deashi, Bare on both sides.
Yes.
This is nice to see, and of course it's also useful because you bring your opponent out of balance there. He concentrates on a completely other thing, and you can prepare your big technique in that way.
Now we're going to see the third of the quarterfinals. Alexandra Pop of Romania faces Anna Dimitrieva of Russia. It's Pop in the white judogi and Dimitrieva in blue.
Whoa, whoa.
I think the 60 kilos is the category that's likely to take the longest to run. We've still got quite a few contests left in that one, but the 48 kilo category, the 44 and the 55, they're pretty much done and dusted now. We've just got these two contests left to come, but the 60 kilos will go and join that on mat number 2 after these two contests here. Low Ojigari, but couldn't bring Pop down onto any scoring part of the body, and she picks up a passivity penalty. Fighters over in that far right corner now.
Oh, missed an attack.
Dimitrieva.
Lift your leg a bit.
Almost on the end of that. Pop picks up another penalty, this time for wandering out of the area.
To 32, winner in white for Japan, Oshima Yuma.
Can't get out of it. Oh, too late.
And now on mat 2, we've got the quarterfinals for men under 60 kilo. In white for Kazakhstan, led by Makarnito. In blue for Korea, Bao.
What a finish from Alexandra Pop. Uchimata from the Romanian, throwing Dimitrieva for Ippon. Wow. Couldn't get off that one. We're on the way with the next contest in the under 60 kilo category. Mylen Baimakhanbetov of Kazakhstan faces Anbaul of Korea. And down on mat number 3, Amandine Bouchard of France faces Yamazaki Tamami of Japan. That's the contest that we are following here. Want to take this opportunity to thank you for all your messages. And thanks very much to Orhan Rasulov, who sent us some very useful information on names from Azerbaijan. Thanks very much for that, Orkan. It was very helpful. And it also clears up the confusion about Oruchzada. So thanks very much for that. Oh, Annette Berm is back and just in time for me to tell her about the names. Do you remember we were talking about the names and where one of the names from Azerbaijan came from, and I said I thought that was Georgian, but Orkan Rasulov has sent a message to explain about the origin and the way that Azeri names work, and he was telling us in particular about Oruj Valizada. Valizada is an Azeri name, but it had previously had a different ending. But now, with the breakup and finish of Soviet Union and everybody falling back into their natural names, the Soviets had wanted all the surnames to end in O, V or EV letters. But the Azeris end their names with LI or LU, DA. Okay, so thanks very much for that, Orkan. That's a nice explanation, and it's nice to know.
So less than a minute now. And the second Judo for the French and the Japanese.
We were talking about Summer Truong's trip back to the United States. She's going to be stopping off in Munich on the way back, and we had an email, thanks very much, to tell us about the date of the Oktoberfest, but she's missed it because it's already gone. Thank you very much for that email as well, to let us know that the Oktoberfest, despite its name, starts always on the Sunday after the 15th of September and traditionally closes on the first Sunday of October. So
I've been there. Met some
yes,
judokas.
I read about your visit to the Oktoberfest one year. So I know what happened there.
A lot.
Yes. I've also been to the Oktoberfest, had an absolutely wonderful time, unforgettable time. Oh, great piece of work there by Bouchard with a second to go.
Oh.
Second to go.
Yeah.
Catches the Japanese Yamazaki with 1 second to go.
Absolutely unbelievable. Normally the Japanese, it's up to the Japanese, which turn a fight in the last second. Huh? So now it was the French.
Wow.
Amandine Bouchard.
That's right.
Great.
Right at the end, I think she started the attack when there were 3 seconds left. 2-1 by the time that Yamazaki was hitting there it is. She started at 3 seconds left to go. By the time she hit the deck, there was a second left on the clock. Amandine Bouchard is into the semi-final, so we're going to see Gabriela Cebana of Brazil, Irina Dolgova of Russia, Alexandra Pop of Romania, and Amandine Bouchard of France. It'll be Chebana and Dolgova in the first of the semi-finals, Pop and Bouchard in the second. And now we're on mat number 2 to watch the contest between Dashiaichil of Mongolia and Valizada of Azerbaijan.
Yes.
I wonder if our friend from Azerbaijan is still looking on.
Whoa.
That was Orkan Rasulov who gave us that information. Thanks again for that. Okay, things have progressed nicely. Let's see if we can bring our contest sheets up to date and then tell you exactly who's going to be facing whom in the semi-finals and so on. A lot of writing to do, so I'm going to leave Annette Berm with the commentary whilst I bring these things up to date. Here's Annette Berm.
So there are 3 fights open, and including this fight. And mat number 1 and number 3, they are already finished. So in this the first day, the fights before the final block starts in the afternoon. 3 more fights. So all under 60 kilos. Another Uchimata attempt from the Mongolian, and he got a Shido. Attempt. You really can't even lift him up. Oh, nice combination. Deashibara and Uchimata. Okay, he failed in the end and lost the grip and went to the ground, but with a little bit more control, could get a score there. Guy von Aserbaidschan. Whoop. Nothing.
Crowd score, we call that one. Only the people in the crowd thought it was worth anything.
Bad attack, only with 1 armor.
Again, yeah.
On Judogi, so to throw somebody with 1 arm, you need to be really an excellent technical player. Get under the point of your opponent, where you can lift them up. Also here in the end, I missed this body rotation.
Yeah, wasn't there.
Yeah. 40 seconds to go. 2 Shido for the Mongolian. Maybe a Shido? No? Ten seconds to go. The last attack. Oh, where's the camera?
Welcome to the cameraman. Thank you
okay.
for joining us.
But it wasn't any score. Okay, this is the last attack. So Azerbaijan won this fight because of 2 Shido from the Mongolian.
Tough fight.
Yes.
For
Valizada is in the next round.
Valizada will face Anbaul of Korea in the first of the semi-finals.
The quarterfinal for men under 60 kilo, white for Turkey.
So next fight.
Turkey
Turkey against Belgium. Ahmed Zahin Kaba of Turkey in white, and in blue the Belgium Adrian Quertemont.
That's the man.
Quertemont.
Yep.
Yep. In blue. Judo hall is almost empty. So the teams, because of the long break, teams going back to the hotel.
Well, it's in walking
break.
distance
Yeah.
of here.
Yeah.
1:30. It's a 5 o'clock start, so it's great. It's absolutely great. I wonder what Annette Berm is going to do during that break.
You want to know that, no?
Absolutely. I've got an idea.
Uh-huh. So one more idea more than me.
Definitely got something to do around lunch.
Yeah, I think first of all we are looking for something to eat.
That's the plan. Right side and counted as well. Really good. I've seen him do that a few times today already. Kaba is on the board with Yuko. Clever fighter.
Yeah, but you know, also this entry from the Belgian
Wasn't strong.
wasn't strong and not clever.
Yeah.
So
Wasn't consequent.
wasn't consequent.
Annette and I will give you a roundup of what we're going to see.
Yes, please.
As far as the semi-finals are concerned, just before we wrap things up, we've got, as Annette said, 2 more contests to bring you, and then we're going to take a break. And the finals begin at 5 o'clock. It's 1:30 here, so you can work that out. There will be a time change this weekend, but we'll talk about that when we get to it on Saturday. But up until that point, we're good to go with things as they are. We'll just let you know when we're doing the wrap-up how long it'll be before we come back. But I'd have thought that we'll have this done and dusted in about 15 minutes time. So at about 1:45, we will be taking a break for about 3 hours. Yeah, it's great for the athletes, I think. Get away and prepare, and then come back with that little bit of, I don't know, a refreshed sense.
Yeah, but it's the other side. The other side is it all starts. It all starts from new. You come up in the hall. You come into the hall. You are nervous again.
Go again.
You're cold. You have to warm up again. Of course, a break does make sense. But
there is that.
When I remember myself, and when I had such a long break, I was nervous like the morning. It was the same level. But when you are in the competition, you are warm, your body is ready, and it's like an engine.
Was that the same at the Olympics? Did you have that feeling at the Olympics, or did you get the feeling that it was naturally, it flowed naturally? Because the Olympics is something where I don't know, your head may be different. You know that it's going to take long, and you know that there are focused at specific times. It's not as though...
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know, I just...
Yeah, that's...
It seems to fit.
Yeah.
Whereas at other events, you think, why don't we just get on with it?
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas the Olympics, nobody says anything. There's whatever the time is, it's the time. A little over a minute left to go. Kaba leading by 2 scores. It looks so strong there. That was just turned away like nothing. Quertemont just flipped aside there.
So when you're fighting against Kaba, you have to be sure or make sure that when you go in a throw, then for 100%. Not that half Ochigaris or half Seonages, because the danger for a counter is almost there. Even there.
Again. Yeah, I think that's another score. And this was right from the referee. He's not absolutely certain. He's put his hand up. He said mate, you guys sort it out. He could make the sign of the TV. You could say,
Yeah.
let's have a look at this one. Right, if it's a Yuko, it's got to be to Kaba. And it is Yuko, and Kaba gets it. He was uncertain which side to give it, but Kaba's been all over him. A little bit untidy there from Kaba. He goes for the Satemi Waza, but Kurtinmont is up to defending that. Yeah, that was untidy.
Oh.
But that was tidy.
Yes.
That was really tidy. Yeah, it was a lashing, wasn't it? Really, really nice. Right-sided. Ippon Seonagi for Ippon. We've seen a few at the end of time, when there's very little time left on the clock and the athlete is coming onto it. But Kurtinmont went over really big there. Ahmed Shaheen Kaba wins that. Attractive. He looked pretty good doing that. He goes into the semi-final. Really nice.
Like
And-
a technical training.
And he launched him as well.
At home.
Watch this drive. Dang, and now goes.
Yeah.
Really finishes off well. Onto the mat now.
Last
The
fight.
Yorbek Orozboyev of Uzbekistan faces Oshima Yuma of Japan. It's Orozboyev in white and Oshima in blue. And Orozboyev takes a bit of a whack there.
Mhm.
Well, wrong signal.
Yes. Yeah.
He gave the wrong signal. I don't believe he's having a night.
Yeah.
He's
he got
having-
this-
He's having a nightmare of a day.
Yeah.
The Chinese. Poor fellow.
Yeah. So he got the Shido because he attacked Ashiwasa,
Yeah.
but had no grip. Just
So it was what he should have done was to have done the. We could have pointed if he wanted to. Could have pointed to the foot, and then Shido, if he's not absolutely sure, or he could have just indicated a kick. But he gave the signal
That
for a
was
leg
wrong.
grab,
Yeah.
and then gave him a Shido for it.
Looked strange. It looked strange. Yeah.
Today has not been his day, no, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Passivity penalty. More attention being paid to the referee here than the fighters. Oshima with one hand.
Yeah.
And it gives you the chance to spin out, doesn't it? I mean, as Annette said earlier, you have to be an absolute magician to throw somebody with one hand. And I don't think I've seen anyone who's a member of the Magic Circle here today. So, no score for that one. It's a hard fight. Missed out, wanted to take him with left, almost. He couldn't get his foot far round enough to make it Tanio Toshi. He only got
Yeah.
one leg in the end,
Yeah.
and that wasn't enough.
Yeah. And he was almost at the ground, so
Yeah,
so this tiny touch is also useful when you use your hip a bit.
a little bit higher up, exactly.
Mhm.
You've got more of the body to take down then. Just sitting down on the leg, that's all you've got.
Mhm.
You're too far away to really do anything. So, no score. A lot of people cheering for Uzbekistan. Oh, and the penalty going to the Uzbek. Maybe they could give another penalty to the Japanese for a false attack.
Yes. I think.
This is disaster here now.
Oh yes.
Just too many things. It's too much information to give to the referee. He's hearing things in his ear, being told all sorts of stuff. Now the coach has to leave. It's unfair on the referee in a way when he's got to listen as well as referee. You know, most people manage it, but there are a few of them that find it difficult, and this particular chap is finding it hard today. Fighters sometimes don't have a good day.
Oh!
Oh, missed the arm.
Yeah, that is a good.
Oh, here's a chance.
You can hear the crowd, yeah, as you said, Sheldon. You know what is their favor?
We've got to sort out the hand signals as well.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, they're not. Oh, it's a false attack.
Yeah,
Slightly different. Odesboyev has picked up one penalty, but Oshima a second. Uzbek coach has already been asked to leave his chair. I get the feeling that Oshima could throw Odesboyev. There's still a minute to go. He's distracted. He's looking over his shoulder and stuff. The action's on the mat. That's where you've got to concentrate. He's a bit distracted by different things.
but it doesn't happen now. He must be for 100% on the mat.
Missed there.
Oh!
That's a good counter, but I'm not sure. They're going to have to look. They should look at this.
Yeah, because of the grip, you know.
Yeah. Really sorry, but
it was
let's have a look at that replay, because if he clasps his hands together, that's a Shido.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean he's either flat on his back or he's not. Look at that. Come on. He had the belt. Okay, so we let him get away with that.
Hands, but
he's flat on his back.
But anyway.
The guy's on his back.
Look. Yeah.
That was Ippon for me.
A 100% Ippon.
For me.
No Vatsari.
That was
Sorry,
Zari.
but couldn't be more on your back, more back on the mat.
Sounds as though they've let a dog in here.
Japanese.
Right, they should put the coach out now.
You still can hear them, and it makes no difference if he's in
yeah.
there on the right side. You can see him
exactly.
screaming.
They should put him out. Yeah, they should just stop it and put him out completely.
Look, last seconds. That's it.
Right, that was a win for Odesboyev of Uzbekistan in an interesting contest. But what we were saying is that he should have won it before, because you know you'd put him flat on his back, and that was the end of that. What we're going to do is have a look at the weight categories that we've got coming up for you. We just run through the semi-final lineup. Ofer Saouidi of Tunisia will face Andrea Stefanescu of Romania, and Yamauchi Honoko of Japan faces Anastasia Pavlenka of Russia. That's in the under 44 kilo category. In the under 48 kilo category, I'm going to see if Annette Berm can read my scribble. But any struggles, you can go back to whoever they are.
Yeah.
So here's Annette.
Let's have a look. Under 48 kilos. So the first fight between Gabriela Ljubljana of Brazil, and she's facing the Russian Irina Dolgova. And the second semi-final, we're gonna have another Russian, Romanian Alexandra Pop, and she's fighting against the French Amandine Bouchard.
Right. Okay. I'm going to give Annette a little bit longer to get used to my scribble, whilst I do the under 55 kilo category. Nagayama Ryuju of Japan faces Vincent Monquest of France in the first of the semi-finals, and then maybe surprisingly Armando Maita of Venezuela faces the Brazilian Vitor Torrenta in the second of the semi-finals in the under 55 kilo category. And here's Annette with the under 60 kilo lineup.
And it is the Korean, let's have a look, N Bao. And he's fighting against the
Azerbaijan.
Yeah, the Azerbaijan, Uroy Valisara, the name we had. And the second semi-final between the Turkish Ahmet Sahin Kaba and the fight we just...
the Uzbek.
Yes, we saw in a moment, and it's the Uzbek Giobek Urosboyev.
Okay, so that's the lineup, and we'll bring that to you at 5 o'clock. It's 1:45. It's about, well, 20 to 2 now, so we'll have a break of 3 hours. We look forward to your company when we bring you the final block on the opening day of the Judo World Championships for Juniors, live from Ljubljana in Slovenia. But from all of us here, until then, bye-bye for now.
Have a nice break. See ya.